Dun-dun-dun, I'm coming. Dun-dun-dun, hold on. I'm coming.
Oh wow.
All
Hey,
right, there you are.
how are you?
Oh, I'm doing this totally wonderful.
I've been calling
Okay.
you Max Suavo all
Yep,
day.
Matt Suavo.
Bravo.
Oh, Max Suavo. See, I knew I was
Yeah,
saying it wrong.
they're pretty close though.
Okay, so
They're
let
pretty
me
close.
introduce. First of all, I want to say welcome to the Friday Hotspot. Thanks for stepping in. This is
Awesome.
this is My Turn Radio, and this is one of our co-hosts. This is Sugar Royale.
Sugar Royale, nice to
Yes,
meet you.
Nice
and
to meet you.
DJ Montana. She's on hold right now, but she's here. So once she chimes in, you can say hello to her then.
Yeah,
So
for
welcome.
sure.
And let me tell you, My Turn Radio, I have to tell everyone this when we interview them. My Turn Radio is an all woman ran station, meaning the owner of the station is a woman, which is DJ Hypeness. This is her brainchild. And
Oh,
all of the DJs and the radio personalities like myself, we're all women. So it's a full blast of women that
wow,
you know what I'm saying, that runs the
that's cool.
station. Yeah. So
All of
again,
a sudden, I start remembering Prince.
oh, okay.
I start to remember Prince all of a sudden.
Yeah, because he had mostly women in the revolution, like
Oh
Lisa
yeah,
and Wendy. Yeah, and
yeah.
come to find out too, which I knew this a while ago, but I was just remembered. Baby Sham also has an all-woman band. So
Oh,
yeah, big up to all of the platforms that have nothing but women. We represent, we can do it just as hard as the men
right.
do it, right?
Sometimes
So
even better.
even better.
And more organized, I think. Women are more organized, I believe.
Yes, we are. We like it right, you know.
Oh
So
yeah.
Max Suevo. So let everyone know before we continue again that you are having a EP listening party tonight at Cola Lounge, which is in Farmington Hills, which is on the outskirts of Detroit, Michigan. And we're all going to be there to listen to your sweet reggae music, right?
Enough respect,
All
for
right.
sure. Much appreciation.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell us about that event before we dig into who you are?
Oh yeah. So the event at Cola is basically EP release and actually slash CD because we also have a CD. So we're gonna have a band on stage and we're gonna perform some of the songs from the EP, and then we're gonna do some cover songs also, kind of nice up the place.
Yeah, that
You know,
sounds amazing. So
yeah.
are you, what would you consider yourself? Are you reggae, a sing J, dance hall? What would you
Oh,
consider yourself?
I am a reggae slash reggaeton slash pop. That's pretty much it.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
mix it all up together.
Pop music. So
Yeah,
is it that you create pop music or do you do covers of pop? Where does the pop come in?
kind of both. Because tonight we're doing a little bit of pop. Some love songs from Maxwell. Doing one of that.
Ooh, that
And
sounds.
a lot of times I do like Lionel Richie type stuff. A little bit of oldies but goodies. I do what's his name? Jason Marulo.
Jason Derulo.
Oh, Jason Derulo.
Derulo, I
So
should
you're
say.
for the lovers. Is that what
Yeah,
you like, a lovers type artist?
yeah, 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 yeah. I think most of my songs are lovers
That,
rock.
that sounds
But
amazing.
at the same time, I do some meditation type of song also. Because for example, Civilization, which is the name of the CD, is more of a meditation type of a thinking. You're looking at society. You're seeing, some of the things that's wrong with society and some of the things that's good with society. So it's kind of I wouldn't put myself in just one category. It's more like right across the board, whatever is going on in the world at that time.
Okay, so since you brought up civilization, do you mind if I just play a snippet for, even though we played it earlier, and big up DJ Nikita Redlock, she also played it on her show.
All right.
Yeah, we're really digging it. So I want for the listeners who maybe just tuning in to listen to a little bit of civilization. You got a minute for us to play a little bit of that?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's rock.
All right, let's go. So go ahead and introduce civilization, and then I'm gonna lick it out for you.
All right. So Civilization is a song that looks at the technology and see what the good things about technology and also some of the bad things about technology. So you have things like, for example, we have cars, but we have pollution. We have computers, but we have problems with hackers and social media problems with children. And so there is a good side and the bad side. So even in the civilization song, it talks about people cutting down trees. Well, that's a negative side, and there's a good side to that also. So, it kind of look at the whole different aspect of civilization and kind of ask the question, really, where are we right now?
All right, well, let's run it. Civilization.
Yeah.
Voice is amazing, Max.
Oh,
Your voice
respect.
is
Thank you very
amazing.
much.
I'm really digging civilization. It gives me a revolutionary type groove. It gives me
Yes.
energy. It makes me want to just go out there and fight and get it done. You know what I'm
Get it
saying?
done. Yes. I like that. I like that.
So let's dig into the early days.
Yes.
When did and I would like for you to give me a visual. So when you're talking, I want to be able to close my eyes and see exactly what you're saying.
Right.
When did Max Suavo know that you wanted to do reggae music? What was that thing that made you say, you know what, this is exactly what I want to do?
Good question. Well, like a lot of other artists, I start, in Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. So I started actually in the church, singing. And once I get into that was like maybe say 6, 7 years old, and just enjoy that. But then once I got into the late teens, we form a band, and we have four of us, and the name of the band was the Classiques. So you got guys from say 15 years old all the way to 18, and then we started this reggae band. But then again, we sung all kinds of cover songs. Some things like I mentioned before, Lionel Richie is one of the ones we used to sing, Ear Supply, and then Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, a lot of cover songs. And then we would go around to different schools and different places and play for people. And at that time, I decided, I like this. I like the music. I think that, I'm good at it. So why not give it a shot? So at that point is when I realized, when about say 18, 19, that yeah, this is something I want to do.
This is what you want to do. So
Right.
you said that you came from the church. Did
Right.
anybody, you always see when people come from the church and they start doing what they call secular
Yeah.
music.
Secular. Right. Yeah.
Did you have any pushback? Did you have like Granny or the pastor saying, you know what? No, you have to do this for the Lord. Did you have anybody giving you any pushback?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had some of that. But the thing is, when I started out that young, 6, 7, that was a church part. So at that time, it wasn't really, I wasn't thinking about doing it as a career at that point. As when I got older, like, 17, 18 years old, then I think, okay, yeah, I'd like to do this. And at that point, yeah, we got a little pushback, but I was kind of independent kind of guy. And I know the limits. There's a certain limit you don't cross. So once you're within those boundaries, you're all right. So never really have much problem.
Okay, that's great. And everyone supported you.
Right?
They knew that you had an amazing voice, so they were like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it." So,
Yeah.
when did you migrate to the United States? Tell us that story.
Yeah. So my dad was here first, and he was here for a while, and then after did some schooling down in Jamaica, he said, "Hey, why don't you come on up here and try to get some work?" And so I moved up here over 20 years ago. But still, and I still have a connection with Kingston, Jamaica, Eastwood Park. That's where I used to live in the Eastwood Park area, close to Halfway Tree. So I
Oh
still
yeah,
have that connection.
my family is from over there, like over by Hoffer Tree. So I know exactly where
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking.
Halfway Tree. Yeah, yeah, man.
Malines
So
Road over that way.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Oh yeah, you got all the names down pat. Yeah, I was just down there last week too. It's a very nice place. Very nice place.
Okay, so not to switch off, but did you notice how they've taken all of the houses off of Malines Road? Like my family was the last of the people to have like a tenement yard right there on Malines Road, and everything
Oh
was,
really?
yeah, they've totally like taken all of the houses and families and everything off of Malines Road, and they're building the area over there near Half a Tree into like
Yeah,
more businesses.
yeah.
The
That
funny
yeah.
thing, the last time I went to Jamaica, and you know how you go through and immigration asks you like where you're going, give me an address, and I told
Right.
them like blah 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 Malines Road. They were like, no, there aren't any homes there.
There's
There's
no
no
houses.
house there. Yeah,
No,
and
no.
I'm like, no, my family's house is the last standing, and now it's gone. So it's
Yeah.
like kind of crazy, but they're really trying to build up that area.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
tell me more about when you first got to Florida, because you left from Jamaica and you went to Florida, right?
Right. Right.
Okay, yeah, let us know about
Yeah.
that.
So I left Jamaica and I went to New York first. I got a cousin there. His name is George Crooks, and he does some reggae music there too. He's a booking agent. But I was into electrical work, so he says, "Hey, why don't you come on to New York and help me out with some work?" But then I went there. Actually, I didn't like it too much. I went back to Florida and stayed there for back into electrical work. And then we started music again, myself and my brother. His name is Dadairi. He plays music between New York and Florida and Fort Lauderdale and also Orlando. So he's got his EP out as well, and he's doing music. So we both kind of came together in Orlando, Florida, and just start doing shows. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. It wasn't really big because we never really have the organization to really and know the people and have all the connections in Florida at that time. So it didn't really materialize on going anywhere. We just had fun. So
Okay, so before I even get into you moving here to Detroit, I want to ask you, what are you more into? I know you sing, but are you into production? Are you a part of the writing process of your songs? What is it that you really like dig into?
yeah. Well, right now I'm a producer. I produce my own music. I write my songs. I create all the melody, the bass lines. So I do I do most of the songs. By the time I get done with it, you only need to band just play it, mix it, and master it. And so that's a lot of work, excruciating time, spending doing all that stuff. So, my plan is to kind of back off of that and let other people take care of that, and I just do the artistry of the voicing.
What do you love more? And since you're saying you're kind of backing off of the production, I'm going to assume that you love the singing part more. But
Oh yeah,
do you love the
oh
writing
yeah.
more?
Not really. I do it because I have to do it. But I'm not. I mean, I'm not a. I like poetry, but I'm not really fond of writing all that much compared to when compared. I like writing, but when compared to singing, it's not even close.
It's not even close. So you said that you sing reggaeton. So
Right.
when you do the reggaeton, do you write those do you write the reggaeton lyrics, or do you do covers of reggaeton?
Well, that's a very good question. Um, so what I do is I write the song, and then I have a colleague or a partner in Mexico, and they translate it because they're also in music.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they translate it, send it back to me, and we kind of collaborate that way. And then there's sometimes I think it would sound better if they sing it rather than just sending it to me. So I tell them, okay, you guys just go ahead and sing it. It's in your mother tongue, and then send it back to me. So when I do the reggaeton, sometimes I sing part of it or let those guys sing it, but then at the end, it still has the beat that I gave it.
Yeah, yeah. On top of that one drop beat, it's that same one
Right.
drop beat. Yeah,
Right.
I like
Exactly.
reggaeton. I like reggaeton. So tell us about Just for You. I'm gonna go ahead and run that one, but I want
Yeah.
you. It's a collaboration with Siobhan. Am I
Hmm.
saying that right? Why don't you tell us
Right.
about that before we go ahead and run that one?
Yeah. Well, Just for You is a poem I kind of put together. Doesn't really have any kind of a personal experience behind it, or personal type of relationship between it. It's just a matter of making stuff up. But I thought that when I was writing the song, the words "just for you" and the lyrics just kind of just came natural. And I was just walking down. Actually, for most part of that song, that whole entire song, actually, I was walking on a track, on a trail, and every day I would go walk on that trail, and then I would make another verse. Then I'm walking the trail again, I make another verse, and I keep doing that almost every other day until I finish the song just walking on the trail. So that was, the song Just for You, and I wanted to make it sort of a reggae Spanish mix, and then I wanted to have a Jamaican flavor. That's why I was Siobhan. Siobhan is actually a cousin of mine, live in the Trelawney area, and so he voiced that part of it. Yeah,
So it sounds like music is therapeutic for you because like you said you went walking, and then the walking is what built the song Just for You. So
yeah.
is it therapeutic for you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I kind of feel like music saved my life, and no, it's very therapeutic. It's calms you down, and then make you have excitement when you're getting something done, and it's all coming together. It feels really good.
Okay, so it's funny you just said something, and I was watching another interview. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was. Hold on, our phone is ringing. Hold on one second. I can't I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that music saved their life. Hold
Right.
one second. Let me try this call and see what's going on. My turn radio. Who do we have on the line?
Hello, this is Sherry on a recorded line calling.
Hello, Sherry. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Hackers,
Make sure I
hackers.
edit that out of our lineup. We have a phone line as well, and all
Mm,
of our listeners can call in at the same time. And a lot of times, not a lot of times. It's been a couple of times where the people who are listening, they really want to ask you a question and
yeah, yeah,
they'll call in. But I really like to just keep it between me and the artist that I'm talking to. So
right,
back to my question, you said
right.
something that kind of snapped in my head. I was listening to an interview and it said that I can't remember who exactly it was, and it was lately too, where the person they asked the question and the person answered that music saved their life. And that's what
Hmm.
you just said. Do you mind
Yeah.
elaborating how did music save your life?
Well, a lot of it is a little personal, but there are parts of it that basically you're just going through a very hard time and everything is just not working right. And you try this, it doesn't work. You try this, it doesn't work. And you're thinking, I mean, why? What's next? And so it gets to, very, very difficult. And then you're trying to figure out, what you can do to kind of solve the problem, or even if you can't solve the problem, but just to kind of cope with it. Problem is still there, but you're just going to cope with it. So that's what the music did. And when I start on the piano, because I also play the piano, keyboard, and
Amazing.
then when I start making songs up on the keyboard, man, I tell you that just reduces the stress big time. So yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks for answering that question. So let's get into Just for You. You want to go ahead and
All right.
introduce that one?
Oh yeah, well it's just that's it. Just for you. That's a song, reggaeton song, just for you.
All right, here we go. Just for you, Max Suavo here on
Yeah.
My Turn Radio. Ding! I'm
Yeah,
really digging this one.
man.
Just for you, it is a
Yeah.
total bop. I really, really, really like this one.
It
I
that
love
one is
them both, but
cranking.
this one is my favorite.
Really? All right.
Yeah, I
Now we got a
like this
favorite.
one. I
I,
cannot wait to hear the EP tonight. Can you tell us again where you're going to be tonight and what you're doing and all of that
yep.
stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah. So tonight, all roads lead to Cola. So
That's right.
Cola, we're going to be doing the EP. We're going to sing in some songs from the EP, sing some song also from the CD, and then we're going to do some cover songs. And then there's going to be another band, actually before my band, that's going to play some songs. So it's going to be a cool evening, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be amazing. I'm really, really liking these songs. So, what is your goal in this music business? What are you trying to do for the future? Just let it rip and let us know everything that you're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, the goal, for most artists, or probably every artist, is to be successful in their art, whether they are painters or they're writing poems or whatever art you do, you want to be successful. You want people to appreciate your music. You want people to buy it or stream it. And so you want to make residual income from it. And, you want people to enjoy your music. So right now we're doing exactly that in the United States and also in Europe, where it seems like it's trending even faster in Europe for some reason than it is here in the US.
Always, always. I don't know why we
So,
so slow over here in the U.S. I'm telling you, artists always have a better time in the UK.
yeah, and I think maybe because my music right now is more roots rock, and Europe is still with the roots rock and ska and all that. So yeah, I'm happy about it. It's trending up, so that's cool. So yeah, the goal is just to spread the word, spread the music, spread the word about reggae, and not just reggae, but just a love for music in general.
Love for music in general.
Yeah.
So before I end this interview, um, two things. Is there anything else that you can think of that you want to let everyone of the Friday Hot Spot and My Turn Radio, is there anything else you want to let us know?
Well, number one is how to pronounce his name, Max Suavo. Max Suavo. This is
Suavo.
English A sometimes A and then sometimes it's so it mixes it up. But this one is like apple. Apple is Suavo. So Max Suavo. So that's the first thing. The next thing is get onto YouTube and please subscribe. Just give it a nice little thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate that because that's very important to artists these days. The music is free. You can listen for free, but give it that little subscription. And then, if you'd like to get a hard copy, we're going to have that tonight. Sometimes people still play CDs in their cars, although some cars don't even have CD players anymore. But
Yeah,
it's still kind of cool. So we'll have
it
some
is.
CDs out to give away, and people can also buy those. I mean, people are still buying LPs and 45s.
That's
So
right. I just got
yeah.
the Prince LP. My husband gifted that to me. So
There
yeah,
you go.
people are still getting albums. You're
Oh
absolutely
yeah.
correct.
So yeah, so we can still do CDs, no problem. Yeah, man.
Absolutely. So, okay, so before we get into your social media, I always ask this question of all artists. You are driving in your car. You just want to relax. Your phone is off. You are totally off the radar. What five, either songs or albums, are you listening to and not yourself?
Well, I'm gonna give it away right now. My favorite artist is in reggae is Dennis Brown. I mean, then
Awesome
comes
choice.
second. Yeah, it's like I love the guy. And the second is Chronix. So Chronix is there, and of course Maxi Priest. I have a big him up. I really like. I like him as a person. I've spoken to him before, and this dude is really very well grounded, and I appreciate his music.
He
And
is.
then
I've
Etana,
we've interviewed him before. He's well grounded and a really
yeah,
nice person.
yeah, he's got some interesting stories. So yeah, and then Etana is another one. I really appreciate her music, and just her personality. She's just such a sweet person. Just to get to know and to talk to. I mean, I just can't. I just don't see that. I don't think she has any enemies. She's just a nice person.
She
So yeah,
is.
yeah,
We've interviewed her too.
yeah, yeah. So I
Good
would
queen.
listen to their music. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. So why don't you let everyone know where we can find you, find your music, and give us all your social media?
Right. The thing is, what I noticed is that my name is not used anywhere else. So if you put Max Suavo, two words in Google, everything comes up. YouTube comes
That
up,
is
Facebook
good.
comes up, you know, Instagram comes up, Twitter comes up, everything comes up on the right hand side. And all you gotta do is put in Max Swallow. That's it.
That's
Everything comes up.
good.
Yeah,
That
it's
means
interesting.
that you're right there,
Yeah.
easy to find.
Easy to find, and there's a lot of content on it right now. Just like I said, I just got back from Jamaica doing a video shoot down there in Kingston and also down
Amazing.
in Treasure Beach. So that's also going to be in YouTube in about a couple of days here. So that's new assets. That's there right now. So check it out.
All right, we can't wait for that. So, again, thank you so much for stepping into the hot spot. It is Max Suavo.
Yes. You had to stop and think about it for a
Yeah, I
second. Like,
did because I was
let me
about
get
to
this
say
right.
Suavo again. And then I had to think of suave, like being suave, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Max Suavo. And yeah, meet me at Cola Lounge tonight because I'm going to the listening party. I love to hear new music. I love to hear great reggae music, and you are really doing great reggae music. So everybody meet me at Cola's tonight. All right. Yeah.
Woohoo.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stepping into the hot spot. And I'll see you later.
You got it.
All
Thank you
right.
much. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Bye.
Have a great night.
Thank you. See you soon.
Absolutely.